to Just Jesus with me, Charissa. And Jesus, he's going to talk to you today, hopefully. So I hope that you switch your ears on and listen to what he's got to say to you. Because today I'm going to talk about obedience. Now, if you want to switch off, that's fine, because obedience is not a glamorous thing. It's not like I'm going to show you how to raise the dead. But actually, obedience is so key. A few years ago, when I had 3 quite small children, I have 3 children quite close together, so there were 3 under the age of 4. So getting out of the house was quite difficult. And one time when I was getting out of the house, usually, when you're struggling, you need to be praying, God, fill me with your gentleness and patience and kindness, and help me, Holy Spirit. But I wasn't. I was kind of ranting. And I was saying, God, Jesus didn't have small children. He wasn't a dad here on earth. He had disciples, but he doesn't know what it's like to try and put 3 sets of shoes on 3 small children, and gloves in each finger hole and things like that, zips, all of that. So I was having a little rant at God, saying, God, I know you're God, but you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to put shoes on the kids. You don't know what it's like to get kids ready and out the house. Because there's that side of humanity that obviously Jesus missed. And God spoke to me clear as day. And he said, no, Charissa, I don't have 3 children to get ready. I have millions and millions of children that I am getting ready, that I have to work out how to get ready. I'm preparing for the purposes and plans that I have for their lives. And I was absolutely blown away. And I thought, whoa. And then I started to look back over my life and think about how God has prepared things, how he's moved people from cities, how he's organised somebody to move house at the exact same time as I wanted to move house, and the kids' schools, the people that I'm going to meet, just literally every inch of your life. God has arranged stuff. God has been doing stuff in you to get you ready, to get me ready for his plans and his purposes. And I was kind of blown away. But I was just thinking this morning, to expand on that. Sometimes when we get our kids ready, they don't want to go out the house. They don't want to leave. They don't want to go on to the next thing because they're on the Xbox, or they're, busy wiping bogies on the wall, or they're playing Play-Doh, or whatever it is that they're engaged in. They don't want to get ready. They don't want to leave. They don't want to go on to the next thing. And getting shoes on, how boring is that? Getting shoes on to a child, getting ready, brushing their teeth as a child, it's so boring. But actually, that is getting prepared. And you know what? I feel like that there is some people, over lockdown, we started praying and we started saying, God, send me, God, and you're digging deeper and deeper and you're getting desperate for Jesus. And then along comes this challenge, bam. Along comes this normality of boringness, bam. And you're like, whoa, God, I don't really want to do that. And for me, God was raising stuff up inside my heart, and I had to deal with some stuff from the past, some stuff about being abused. I just thought, we don't have to revisit that, Jesus. But he's like, yes, I do, because I want to make you even more whole. I want to take you on to the next season, into the next part of the journey. And you have to be willing, you have to be obedient. Imagine if your children were obedient, how much easier it would be. How much you would arrive on time. They would be engaged in the activity. Don't be the child that doesn't want to leave the last activity. Don't be the child that doesn't want to put their shoes on, do mundane, boring things. Don't be the child that resists God's voice, that resists walking into the next season, or the one that has to be forced into the next season, and then you spend all the time like the kids at the playgroup when you finally arrive and they just want to have a paddy the whole time and they don't engage in the room, they don't engage in what you've prepared for them to do. That's the same with us. Don't resist God. Don't be dragged into this next season of the church. Don't be dragged into this next season of your life, no matter how much it hurts, no matter what God is doing inside you. Let God do it. Be obedient. Yeah. So I went on a little rant there. Be obedient. Be obedient. Listen to his voice. Do what he says. Even if it's mundane, even if it's boring. Just do it. Do what God says, because he's preparing good works in advance for you to do. He's preparing you for his purpose. If this has spoke to you, then please chat to me, comment. I'll be praying for you. If you're struggling in this season, whether it's like God's bringing up healing stuff that you need to be healed from, then please get in touch, because it's hard. I know how hard it is, but God has got a plan and a purpose that is so great. It's going to overshadow all the pain. So just please get in touch if you need to, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
If you want to watch any more videos like this one, then please just subscribe or follow us. And if you want to know any more about Jesus, or you want to get in touch with us about anything, then please go to our website, makejesusknown.com.